What's up, guys? So this video is going to be on what I like to invest in. Um, I don't invest in stocks. I don't invest in cryptocurrency. Just little things like that. I invest in real estate only, and the reason I do that is because real estate, it's solid. With stocks and cryptocurrency, it could be here today, gone tomorrow. I know there's a lot of advocates for cryptocurrency out there. I just don't want any part of it. I don't really want any stocks. I'm sure there's some great stocks to have out there. Um, I don't understand the stock market. I've tried to research it, learn about it. It confuses me. But real estate, it's solid. People are always going to need a place to live. And then real estate is also responsible for the most millionaires in America. So real estate, over every other industry, is responsible for making the most millionaires in the country, in the United States of America. Now, you may know more about stocks than I do, so you may be comfortable doing that. I get people all the time asking me what to invest their money in, and you are the only one that can answer what you really think you should invest your money in, not me. Me personally, I can always tell you what I would do personally, and that's invested into real estate. Also, with real estate, there's a lot of different options you can do. There's wholesaling, flips, there's commercial real estate, residential. There's all kinds of stuff with real estate. So if I had $30,000 in the bank right now, someone asked me this today. They said, I have 30K, what should I invest in? This is just what I would do. I've told you guys about my method of how I go and I buy car washes for no money down, and I do that, or laundromats, whatever, no money down and not getting my credit hit. And that works great for people who don't have a lot of money. If you've got $30,000, you can afford to put a 20% down payment on a pretty good size, pretty good priced car wash. So what I guess I would do is I would take that 30,000 and I would go out and I would put that down on a car wash, laundromat, storage unit, some kind of way that would be generating me monthly cash flow, or monthly income, passively, of course. Passive is the key. It's not going to do you any good if you have to be there all the time. Or you could put that money into a flip, which this is like, you kind of got to know what you're doing. You've kind of got to make sure that you can kind of estimate repairs, or at least have someone help you, because you don't want to buy a property and then you be out of that 30K. Because once that 30K runs out, it's like, are you going to be able to finish that house? I've seen it many, many times. People buy something, they get in over their heads. They don't even get to finish the property because they didn't have enough capital. And then next thing you know, they wind up having to sell it and they lose money on it, which is sad. It's terrible. So that's why I'm just saying, do it the safe way and just go ahead and go for that passive income property. That's just what I would do. If I had $15,000 in the bank, I would honestly just save that, and I would invest part of that in myself. And I would still go out here and try to find me a car wash, put no money down on, and not get my credit hit. 15K is a nice little chunk to start with. And if you can find a property where you can put part of that 15K down, then it would be good to get into. It's kind of hard right now, especially in this real estate market. It's August 2021. It's going to be a little bit difficult to find something that's worth fixing up that you can put part of that 15K down on. Now, if I had 7K and below, what I would do is I would, see what your expenses are every month, but I would take half of that. This is just me. I would take half of that money and invest it in myself. I'd buy books. I would attend seminars. I would really just invest that into yourself. Like, what skills do you have? How are you going to go out here once you do have 30K saved up? How are you going to go out here and do something with it? How are you going to flip it and make more money? And that is where, it has come into play of investing in yourself. If I had 30K right now sitting in front of me, cash, I would easily know how to go out there and double that, triple it, quadruple it. Just a no-brainer for me. But that did not come easily, 6 years ago, I would not have known how to do that. 6 years ago is when I started investing in myself. I was obsessed with bettering me. I was obsessed with reading self-improvement books, business books. Robert Kiyosaki is a really great author on all things real estate. He teaches a lot of real estate investing, different ways you can kind of loopholes. He teaches real estate loopholes. There's actually a book called that by Robert Kiyosaki. I think that'd be a great read for those of you who kind of want to get into real estate investing. But a lot of you are wanting to do stuff with a few $1,000s, but make sure that you've made that initial investment into you first, because that investment in you is the best one you could possibly make, because that's what's really going to pay off in the long term. I'm so thankful that when I was 16, working at Zaxby's and hating life, about to go into my junior or senior year of high school maybe, that I was just so obsessed with bettering myself. I made that investment. I have spent 6 years worth of investment, thousands of dollars on myself. I've attended seminars. I've networked with people. I've attended like online seminars where like I didn't have to pay $3,000 for a ticket. Maybe I paid a couple $100s for a ticket online. I've taken courses. I've read books. I've done so much stuff, and I've invested it in me. And now you guys are seeing how that has paid off. But I had no confidence 6 years ago. I had no business skills. I did not have the business mindset that I did today. It has all came from books and other people's knowledge, following people that have done things that I want to do. It's always great to make sure that your mentor is someone who is in the position you want to be in or has done the thing that you want to do, because at the end of the day, that's who you need to be listening to, not an outdated school system or something of that sort. Now, for all of you with no money out there, $0, and maybe you have really crappy credit, or you're like me and you're 22, so you really don't have a ton of credit history in your life. I mean, I only have a credit history of 4 years because I could not take out a loan until I was 18 and couldn't open a credit card until I was 18. So it's not like I have a huge, long credit history span for those lenders and banks to look back on and say, oh, she's paid this off, she's done this, she's done this, she's done this. It's only been 4 years. So if most of you are like me and you're wanting to learn how can I get started with no money down and literally no credit, I suggest you enroll in the Passive Income Blueprint, which is my blueprint that I created. That's how I show you how to get a car wash from start to finish with the strategy I used and how I did it. Like, I literally tell you the story of how I did it, and then I show you everything I did, like every single step. And I don't say that just because I want you to enroll in my blueprint. I say that because if someone had showed me how to do what I'm showing other people at 16, I would have been able to have so many assets lined up. And I'm so thankful that I created this and learned it and kind of taught myself at the age of 22. Because I'm able to get started early in life. Like, if I was 42, I'd have been like, man, I wish I'd known this 20 years ago. And like, man, I wish I had known this 6 years ago when I was 16. But luckily, I'm 22. I've got, passive income assets going on. And now I've created a way. And like, so many people think, they're like, that sounds too good to be true. It sounds like a scam. I get it. I totally understand, because you see all these investment things, no money down and no credit needed, or we'll help you repair your credit, all this stuff. But there is a way. People have been doing it for years. No one's just applied it to the commercial space for passive income assets like I'm now doing. So you don't have to do it, but that's what I would do if I had $0 and I was in your position and I was watching somebody named Hannah Ingram's video right now. I would click down in the description and I would enroll in the Passive Income Blueprint, and I would get started doing that. And then once I got some income coming in and I got that cash flow coming in from my passive income assets, I would get more and more and more and more and more passive income assets, take that cash flow, and then I would invest that into real estate. And I would keep doing that until I was now a millionaire. And I would stack passive income asset properties, and I would stack rentals. Of course, right now is not a good time to buy rentals, as I've told you in my other video. But when the market does take a turn and it's a good time to buy rentals, I would stack rentals, I would stack passive income assets, and I would live the rest of my life as a multimillionaire. So hope that helps. That's kind of what I would do with each level of money. I know it was a lot of real estate, but that's just what I believe in. That's what I love. That's what I think is the most secure. And the proof is in the pudding, as in it's made more millionaires than anything else in this country. So good luck, and I'll see you guys next time.